Universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, natural, divine, co-warn, toma, demands restitution, mitimas, rate, affidavit, misra, empire, government, universal, condemnation, and redemptive, eminent domain law. The creating of all land, all resources, and all commerce worldwide, earthwide, and specifically Agikoyo land, Florida, all adjoining islands, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, Maryland, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Kentucky, Kenya, and all others. As the waters cover the sea, the earth will now be filled with the knowledge and the glory of the Lord. Habakkuk 2nd, 14-14. The word condemnation is the Article 3 legal process that we, the federal government, have taken to cause control of any and all property for use and enjoyment by the original indigenous ancient sovereign people first and then all others according to the law. The government cause condemnation under the redemptive eminent dominion to take place when the property is without form and is void, unsafe, uninhabitable, such as bankrupt, underwater, not existing on the land, lost at sea, or offshore, or does not comply with ancient and current land use, laws to include proper status or proper person. Our actions ensure safety and names the status and use for all property. Condemnation is the first in the redemptive action, that is eminent dominion. Eminent dominion is the government's right to create, restate, name, or take any property, private, public, or otherwise, for use by the ancient original indigenous people. The legal process and cause for action, that is condemnation, is 1. Preliminary investigation. This government has identified the property, title number, LIMURU/NGECHA/3114 into brackets, and is black. That is unsafe. Our investigation determines the property to be condemned. 2nd, notification to property's legal occupier, if there be any. The notice provides information about the stated condemnation, the reasons, and the occupier's right, if any. If the property is abandoned, the condemnation and redemptive eminent dominion processes continue. 3. Compensation. The government states fair and just compensation based on the property's condition, its use, and the proper legal tender amount. 4. Legal proceeding. Each action by the government is a legal proceeding. The government adds to the cause for action to justly further and complete the condemnation process. 5. Valuation and compensation. This court evaluates the evidence to determine the fair market value of the property and appropriate compensation, if any. This evaluation considers the court's appraisals, experts' opinion, and other relevant information at the discretion of the court. Compensation is in gold or silver, Moorish sovereign delorium gold receipts, and United States fiduciary money issued by this United States, a Moroccan empire, onshore and at land special purpose financial vehicle. Notification. This special purpose vehicle does not accept U.S. Federal Reserve debt notes, Central Bank of Kenya banknotes, Central Bank of Kenya debt notes. Therefore, there shall be no attempts to change, exchange, or do commerce using debt notes. This United States is governed by all original indigenous ancient Moroccan, Moorish American nations, states, and government in accordance with the law as stated by this Holy Congress. 6. Possession. Once compensation is determined, if any, the government redeems the property and takes possession of the property. The property former legal occupant, if any, receives the award compensation. All offshore land, all offshore natural resources, and all offshore commerce defined as any obtained by U.S. Federal Reserve debt notes in capital letters in black, Central Bank of Kenya debt notes in capital letters in black, is hereby condemned because it is undersea, unsafe, and uninhabitable. The exodus by all offshore occupiers has begun and shall continue until none remain. This is also the removal of the dead corporate overlay that was enacted in the previous era. Our recovery laws include Dom Diversas, Romanas Pontifex, and Inha Caetera Divina, all according to chapter 2 of the Circle 7 Holy Quran for the Moorish Holy Temple for Science and the Biblios Heliothek at Yoel 2:25 and Isaiah 1:26. This is the rise of the greatest, the wealthiest, the most luxurious estate that has ever been or ever will be. This is Shalom. Shalom means covering, recovery, redemption, and dominion. The nobility is encouraged to study the process for possession, as we have stated hereby, and activated, demonstrate, and possess your land according to your study and your will as led by your spirit within. We will to thank our ancient, all-knowing, original, indigenous, sovereign, living ancestors within us. Ndashokjagado kwi guka Stephen Kiroji, na guka William Moshai, as for their guidance at these processes. We will to thank the Most High and Holy Congress, who are the Moroccan Empire's finest, most erudite holy ones. The Congress for the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, and for the United States for America, who has manifested so beautifully these laws. The Congress is created by the unification of the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Ani Anasi Federation, the Ani Yun Wia Government, the Yamasi Nation, the Washitao Dagdi Mondia Nation, the Muna Huatian Federal Government, the Squam Pomac Province Government, Krypton Territory Land of Tomorrow Government, the Galactic Federation, the Hebrew Israelite Moors, the Tartarian Yehudan Priesthood State, Agekoyo Federal Republic, the Nation for Islam, the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Moorish Holy Temple for Science, the Earthwide Temple for the Moon and Sun, and all other ancient, original, indigenous, sovereign, well-organized state, nations, and government worldwide. For you, we are grateful. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine, Moorish, American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient Empire State of Morocco and the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government documents are on the public record at America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Amexem, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Turtle Island, Gaia, Midgard, Athi. Nie dejoke kirojuaga kugana gekuro indigenous sovereign mogikoyo wa pareawa igi. Chronos time immemorial into perpetuity ego sum justice fazia minister. In capitis diminution nullo, in red ink, in proprio persona sui juris, in proprio solo, in proprio heredes. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Empire State of Morocco, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Moorish American Consulate, care of 911 Southwest 314th Place, Federal Way, Washington, Reservation, Washington District for Columbia, Zion, New Jerusalem. Islam, Islam, Islam. Negado, negado.